Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st and 10, Love forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Flushed out right.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. Dancing to his left.
A check down here to Jones.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down.
Love.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get it back. Shy of the 20.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Love, they go play action now. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. First down, going to the air with Love. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On second and very short, Love steps away to his left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
4th down. Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Packers' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Love now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Caught on the slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Flush to his right. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Love now to pass on 1st down. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1st down, Love to pass. Binds, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ready. Strike 2. Black Ultra. Ready. Here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Garibay on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Finds his receiver, Watson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Love.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. It's complete to Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 3rd and 2. Love with it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Being chased out left. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but That confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2nd down and goal. Love. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to rate.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darnell Savage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in by Watson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Here we go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Shark's got it left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Here we go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Love looking to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Love from the gun. Chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 10 yards out.
And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
And that's caught inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that